Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to Style Sport and Culture. Today, we are going to talk about Canelo Álvarez and Terence Crawford, the most anticipated fight in 2025. Actually, this fight is scheduled on September 12, 2025, this year, at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. This match is featured the most two elite fighters today in the name of undisputed super middleweight champion Canelo Álvarez and 3 times division world champion, moving up to 168 pounds for the first time, Terence Crawford. Canelo's record so far is 63 fights, 2 losses, 2 full draw with 39 KOs. Fighting style Orthodox. And he has won the WBA super middleweight champion, WBC, IBF, WBO, Ring Magazine, super middleweight, and notable wins. Some of his big wins, I think Billy Joe Saunders, Plant, John Ryder, and so many others. These are some of the fights I was like, yeah, these are big names. And Terence Crawford, who have 41 fights, 41 wins, 31 KO. Style Orthodox and Southpaw. The boy can fight any style in the ring. In my opinion, the best boxer today. He is 2 times undisputed champion in 2 weight classes. And some of his big wins is Errol, Spence, and Shawn. These are the big win that I could say, yeah, this is something big. Was Errol Spence. When he beat Errol Spence was crazy. And Shawn stopping both guys, in fact, was one of the craziest fights I've ever seen. That was crazy. Terence Crawford shows who the man was that night. And Canelo Álvarez has a very huge advantage over Terence Crawford because of his extensive experience at 168 pounds, having faced and defeated top-tier opponents. His renowned powerful body shot and counter-punch ability is something we have to look for in this match. Robert Garcia anticipated, that Canelo will capitalize in the later round, leveraging his power and pressure. That is what Robert Garcia, is a legendary trainer. And Terence Crawford, major skill set is his strength, exceptional boxing IQ, adaptability and ability to switch stance seamlessly. That is something you have to look for. The athletes believe that Terence Crawford ring intelligence could neutralize Canelo power. We have seen that between Errol Spence. And the fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence I was thinking, despite understanding how good Terence Crawford is, I thought Errol Spence is going to win that fight with his body shot. But Terence Crawford, neutralized, beat down Errol Spence. And if Errol Spence would have won that match, his next match would have been to face Canelo because he was the bigger guy in that fight. This fight is shaping up to be a classic for sure. It's not going to be one of those boring fights between Ryan Garcia and Romero or Devin Haney versus whoever he fought. Canelo's last fight wasn't that good. A lot of people are blaming his opponents, but he chose those opponents. He wants to fight those guys. I don't want to see Canelo fighting somebody named School. I don't want to see Canelo fighting this bomb. So when he get boring fight like that, despite the media blaming the lack of action in that fight, in his last fight or opponent, I blame Canelo for that fight. I thought Canelo made decision to fight those guys. David Benavidez is there. He could have been fighting David Benavidez. And I'm telling you, David will come to fight. It's not going to be like running around trying to have some pancake in your face. David Benavidez will come to fight. Is Canelo ducking him? I don't know. We will see to that. So, my thought to this fight is, it's going to be a classic, definitely. It's going to be a bout that is shaping up to be a classic, clash of power versus precision. While Canelo's experience and strength at 168 pounds make him formidable opponent, Crawford's technical powers and adaptability could pose significant challenge to the outcome of this fight. The outcome may hinge on whether Crawford can effectively manage the weight transition and implement a strategy that neutralizes Canelo's advantage. That is what, my thought is, So, now the question is, who is going to win? Who do I think is going to win? I think it's a 50-50 fight. This fight that is scheduled in September 12, 2025 at Las Vegas has sparked extensive debate among boxing experts and fans alike. The general consensus is divided, with analysis weighing the significance of Canelo's size and power against Crawford's technical powers and adaptability. So many people are favoring Canelo, and so many people are favoring Crawford. Jim Lampley thinks that Canelo got this, being that Crawford is coming to his weight class at 168 pounds, that Canelo have the advantage to win. Cryon Davis, who has spurred both fighters, lean towards Canelo due to the weight disparity. Canelo naturally sits really well at 168 pounds. It's always tough for a guy to come up that many weight classes. And he's referring to Terence Crawford. He believes that Terence Crawford is jumping two weight classes to fight Canelo in 168 pounds, which is something we haven't really seen before. And if Crawford pull this out, then Crawford will be placed in one of the best fighters ever. I think I know that Canelo have lost to Floyd Mayweather, but Crawford beat Canelo at 168 pounds. Don't forget, Floyd beat Canelo at 152. It was a catch weight. They're supposed to fight in 154, I think, but that fight was a one-sided fight. Floyd dominated the guy, won majority of the round, no question. But if Crawford will defeat Canelo today, after all Canelo has accomplished at this time, at 168 pounds, Bud's name will be mentioned among the greats. When you mention Muhammad, I'm telling you, Bud's name will be mentioned among the greats. In my opinion, is the weight difference going to make a difference? Yes. Is it going to make a significant difference? I don't really think so. Terence Crawford has the ability to adapt with different styles. I have seen that multiple times. He has the ability to adapt I just like his last fight was something that I thought he could have done more based on the anticipated match that we are expecting between him and Canelo. My concern also is Amir Khan, who has fought both fighters, also stated that Crawford might be at significant risk due to weight difference. He's another guy who said something like that. Well, Canelo's strategy. What do you think is Canelo's strategy? His best strategy to win this match? I think Canelo is expected to apply constant pressure, aiming to weigh down Crawford with body shots. Like he has to apply pressure, show him that he's because Canelo is not the better boxer versus Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is a better boxer, and in many fights, I will always bet the boxer than any other thing. Terence Crawford is an elite fighter. In any height you can get, Terence Crawford is there. you can actually put Terence Crawford, Bob, in any generation, he will still be successful. He might not be the best, but he will still be successful. He will still be top 5. I don't know if I can put Canelo in any generation and he will still be top 5. I don't know that. Canelo is a great fighter. So one of his main strategy is constant pressure, aiming to weigh Crawford down with so many body shots. Secondly, capitalizing on his experience in the super middleweight division to control the pace. He has to show Terence Crawford that this is my house, you are a visitor. Well, what do I expect Terence Crawford to do? Utilize his speed and footwork to maintain distance and avoid prolonged exchange. Can Terence Crawford exchange with Canelo? Can he go toe-to-toe with Canelo? We have seen him done that with Errol Spence. Now, the question is Errol Spence in the same level with Canelo? We don't know because Terence Crawford stopped Errol Spence's balls. If Errol Spence would have won that match, we would have seen him versus Canelo. And who knows if he would have defeated Canelo or not. Crawford stopped Spence's balls. Spence couldn't do anything after that fight. So we don't know. All I know is Crawford has been in the ring with somebody that can punch, somebody that can go to the body and stop it. Spence has stopped many fighters, elite fighters with body punch, but he couldn't do that with Terence Crawford, Bob. Another strategy that I think Terence Crawford will use is relying on his adaptability to adjust tactic mid-fight and exploit opening. He's the better boxer. Don't forget. His IQ in boxing is 1 to none. You can always compare him and Floyd. Other than Floyd, this guy's IQ in boxing is 1 to none. So that will play a key strategy in Terence Crawford Bob defeating Canelo Álvarez. Also, backing Terence Crawford is Teddy Atlas, legendary trainer. Asserts that Terence Crawford is really special and suggested that Canelo might be on the decline, making Crawford timing advantageous. That's what legendary Teddy Atlas said. Shakur Stevenson, which we all know that has been a very close, or that has a close tie with Terence Bud Crawford, and confidently predict that I think Bud gonna cook Canelo, emphasizing Crawford's comprehensive skill set. I have said this several times. Crawford have the best boxing skill I have seen in my generation. Since I've started watching, I know about Sugar Ray Leonard. I know about some of the great boxing techniques. I wasn't, born then, or I wasn't watching boxing. I know of them. I've seen their highlight. Since I have been watching boxing, Terence Bud Crawford, I put Bug and Floyd just like this right now. And I could put Bug above Floyd if Bug beats Canelo. And it especially depends on how he defeats Canelo. Teofimo Lopez, after training with Canelo team, has shifted his support to Crawford, highlighting the latter adaptability and ring intelligence. Actually, he was sparring in Canelo's team and stuff like that. So in summary, the fight presents a classic matchup. Canelo established dominance as super middleweight versus Crawford, exceptional skill and ambition to conquer a new weight class. While Canelo's power and experience at 168 pounds makes him a formidable opponent, Crawford's undefeated record and technique mastering suggests he could overcome the size advantage. The outcome may hinge on Crawford's ability to adapt to the higher weight class, and whether Canelo can impose his physicality effectively is something we have to see. You know, I think Crawford had the ability to neutralize any style. When judging in his last fight, you can have a double opinion on that. But in general, when you put his body of work together, I think he has the ability to neutralize whatever style Canelo is going to come with. So the case is power, pressure versus skill and boxing IQ. I always pick boxing IQ. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and give me your comment if you agree with me or not. Though we will be making another prediction in time, before the fight. Thanks for watching.